Hello, everybody. I'm Marc Casale, and I'm here with my lovely wife, Barbie.
Hi, I'm Barbie.
And we're here to talk about song collaboration. And this is part of the Complete Worship Songwriter's Handbook that I'm producing. So we'd like to talk about some songs that we've collaborated on together. And the first one we're going to talk about is a song you wrote.
Mm-hmm.
What's the title of your song?
This is Who Will Come and Save Me.
Okay. Can you explain where you came up with the idea for this song?
Sure. So a friend of mine approached me and was asking if I could write a song to go with a video that she was putting together, a video of awareness. So it was a very deep, kind of dark, sad topics of people who are lost, people who've been stolen, people who've been damaged or hurt. And yeah, it just took a lot of prayer and thought to figure out how do I write such a sad, deep, difficult topic and then somehow bring some hope out as well.
Okay, that's great. So a question that most people usually ask when it comes to songwriting is, what comes first? Do the lyrics come first? Does your melody come first? Does a chord progression come first? What was that in your case?
I mean, it's been different for different songs, but this one in particular, you just started laying down some chords in a minor key because it kind of created that mood of sad, emotion. And so we started with that, and I just started literally. I wrote all the lyrics, I think, within a couple minutes as you're putting down the chords.
Were you thinking of the melody at the same time you were writing those lyrics?
Yes.
Okay, so those were coming together.
Yes, those generally come together. Yeah.
All right, so why don't we demonstrate the opening chord progression, and you could share a little bit about that, just start singing the verse.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. All right, so I know I started in a minor key of D minor here.
Sometimes I want to hide. Who can change this tide? My walls keep crashing down. My head is full of sound. Oh.
And then the song changed, right?
It changes a little bit, yeah.
And I think you asked me to change it.
Mm-hmm.
So can we go somewhere, a different direction?
Right.
I'm like, oh, I'm laying out in this minor. All of a sudden you wanted me to go to an F major.
Who will come and save me?
So it's almost like you're singing for hope to be rescued.
And who is left to free me?
And back to the minor.
And who will hear my cry? And who can tell me why that I'm not good enough? Let me go to a C.
Yeah.
Oh, this little life so tough.
That's great. That's great.
Mhm.
Good kind of rough start to how we got started.
Yeah. Yeah. And then as we were merging towards the bridge, we wanted to give a little more hope.
Okay.
And so we brought in some different chords when we were getting to
Okay.
the bridge.
And we lowered the dynamics a bit too, right?
Right. Made it a little bit quieter, softer. Yeah. And you are my rescue. You see me, you free me, you make me new.
Right. So we made it quiet. Then we started building up again, right, musically, and I don't know if you were getting louder vocally, but
You are my rescue. You see me, you free me, you make me
something like that. I think I started playing
Yeah.
bass on it and giving a little bit more.
Build it a little bit more,
a
bring
little-
it back
and
to
then
the
we
chorus.
got into the chorus.
Yeah.
You know.
Who will come and save me? And who is left to free me? And who will hear my cry? And who can tell me why that I'm not good enough? Oh, this little life so tough.
Yeah, that trails off.
Trails, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's a good explanation. So the chord progression kind of, I was just noodling around on the piano
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, I was trying to help you with this assignment,
Yeah,
this
of
task.
course. Yeah.
And then you just came up with lyrics and melody right to that, and then
Yeah.
helped to, you kind of directed which way you wanted to go with the chords
Yeah.
along the way. So that's one example of song collaboration. Okay, this next song is a song I started to write. Actually, it was for a class assignment that I had last year. It actually wasn't a class assignment, but it ended up being part of my submission for my songwriting course.
What's this song called?
This song is called "O Lord My King," and I was just opening up my Bible to Psalm 104. And I just happened to read the first line of Psalm 104 in the English Standard Version that said, "Let all that I am praise the Lord." And my teacher had just shown me a chord to try out. And I just kept on playing that over and over, and I was singing, you know, that all I am praise you. I was singing that over and over, and then you heard me, and what did you say to me?
I said, "Oh, that sounds like a good bridge."
I'm like, a bridge?
And you're like, "No, it's a chorus."
That's my chorus. I got to start somewhere. I'm looking for my hook. I'm looking for that line that'll draw people in. I thought, well, let all I am praise you, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, I'll take that feedback, constructive feedback.
After a while.
After a while, it took me a little bit, but then I'm like, okay, what else could I do for that chorus? And so I'm like, well, you know, let me just worship with the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading through the Psalms, and I started singing, "I will sing of your great name, and I will sing of your great deeds." And I didn't quite have all those lines quite in order. I started playing around with, well, I will sing of your, and then something. And I finally settled on, I will sing of your great name, I will sing of your great deeds, and I will sing of your great love, O Lord my King. O Lord my King. So that was the chorus.
I think if we back up a little bit,
Yeah,
you brought all the words to me
yeah.
to look at, and it didn't quite have the flow, right? And I took the words and I kind of moved things all around.
Right, and especially when
Yeah.
I started coming up with verses, I needed a lot of
Mhm.
help with the verses. Okay, back to the song. So yeah, I started looking through the rest of the psalm, and I know I started reading about God's glory and thinking about His majesty in heaven and what the words in Revelation talk about, but also in this song. And so I started thinking, "Oh Lord my God, you are my King." And then, the heavens declare Your Majesty. I think I had that line maybe, and then I had a few other lines, but it was all a little bit jumbled. And you had, you looked at it and you helped give order to it. Because I think we were thinking, well, maybe the first verse focuses on God's majesty in heaven, and then the second verse, you kind of took over. And why don't you share what you wrote about?
Well, I mean, we kept a couple lines, but yeah, I think we moved some lines from the first verse to the second verse, and just morphed some of the lines to have it reflect the goal for verse 1 and then verse 2.
But verse 2 is more personal, right?
Right.
So verse 2 is, oh Lord my God.
Oh, right. Oh Lord my God, how great you are. You rescue me from my broken heart. I sing to you, Lord, as long as I live. Take my life to you I give.
Right, and then we go back into the chorus, and then we decided, okay, let's throw in the bridge. And I thought, well, let's quiet it down, because we were playing up, we were up there dynamically, and then I'm like, okay, let's just quiet it down. Same chords. I used the same chords as the chorus, which I didn't know if it would work right or not, but those were the chords that I was using when I first wrote this. So I'm like, let all I am, real soft. And then when we brought this to the team, they said, okay, let's repeat that a couple more times, right? They were like, okay, let all I am. And we kept on building it up. Praise you, Lord. And then, full on, right? All I am. Praise you, Lord. And then I went back into the chorus and trailed off. So yeah, playing around with dynamics, the importance of dynamics, to know, to let the song have, hills and valleys to it, right?
Yes.
Right. And I think you've told me even in our lines, actually singing a line should have hills and valleys within the words themselves.
Yes, a little more crescendo, decrescendo, let it build, and then go down without not losing the words, but yeah, keep giving this movement and always moving forward to the next part. Yeah,
it's really good advice.
Yeah.
So this one sort of started with, I'd say I started musically a little bit, because it was a new chord that my teacher had just shown me, and then I went to the Psalms. That was my spark, was the Psalms for inspiration.
So did you come up with the words? Or some of the words
I came up
and
with
melody at the same time, or no?
Yes. I found the words, but it didn't quite fit, because it's "Let all that I am praise the Lord," and I'm like, well, that doesn't quite fit. I was kind of coming up with that melody, and I'm like, oh no, "Let all I am praise the Lord." I had to take out that, the word "that," just so that I had the right amount of syllables. So that was important. But then I think, it just kept on growing. Is continue to play musically, continue to read the Psalms, add the lyrics, and then just worshiping with it really helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's the story about "O Lord, My King."
Yeah. Very nice.